Hello students, myself Priyanka Pawar. I am going to teach you the subject Insect Physiology and Biochemistry. MSc 2nd, Semester 3rd, Chapter number 1st, Insect Integument. Topic Introduction of Insect Integument. This is the chapter first, that is Insect Integument. Outline of this chapter are structure of integument, then chemistry of integument, sclerotization process and function of integument. Now first, what is the structure of integument? The outer covering of the insect is called as exoskeleton. It is also known as integument. It is derived from the embryonic ectoderm. It is functionally composite structure that serves as a skin, skeleton, food reservoir and switches on post-embryonic development by undergoing molting periodically. The structure of this integument composed of three layers: the inner basement membrane, middle epidermis and outer cuticle. In this diagram, we clearly seen that the cuticle is the outermost layer of the integument. Epidermis is middle layer. It is also known as hypodermis. It is present just below the cuticle. The epidermis layer is the only layer which is cellular. The other two layers, that is cuticle and basement membrane, are acellular structure. Means the epidermis is cellular and basement membrane and cuticle are acellular. The epidermis secrete cuticle. First, basement membrane. This is the innermost membrane of the structure. It is formed from degenerated epidermal cells and appears as a non-living amorphous granular inner lining of the integument. It separates the epidermis from hemocoel. It is about 0.5 micron thick. It is composed primarily of the neutral mucopolysaccharides. On the inner surface of the basement membrane are attached the muscle, hemocyte and oonocyte. Oonocytes are the fat body cells. Sometimes the stellate tracheal cells, collagen fibrils and connective tissue fibrils are embedded in the basement membrane. Then next is epidermis. It is the middle layer of the structure. It is an unicellular layer formed from the polygonal cells. The polygonal cells may modified into cuboidal or columnar cells, having indistinct cell boundaries at the time of molting. However, in the old adult insect, the epidermal cells undergoes degeneration and the epidermis is represented by nuclei lying below the cuticle. During post-embryonic development, the epidermal cells are well defined. The nuclei are polyploid, possessing a large number of nuclei. The cytoplasm is characterized by containing various kinds of pigments granules. The adjacent epidermal cells are held with one another by means of cytoplasmic processes. Each epidermal cells produces a large number of cytoplasmic processes. Apically, the pore canals traversing the cuticle and the opening above the cuticulin layer. The epidermal cells differentiate in some region of the integument and constitute various types of mechano and chemoreceptor organs. The dermal gland and particularly in dipteran larvae, the peristematic glands around the spiracles. Each dermal gland is formed by a group of 3 cells and medial cells contributing the body of the gland and termed as a trichogen cell, while the remaining cell constitute the duct of the gland and termed as a termogen cell. During molting, some epidermal cells modified into the so-called molting glands, which secrete the molting fluid that digests the old exocuticle to growth of the new cuticle. Sometimes the microfibrils penetrate the epidermis from the site of muscle attachment. Then next is epicuticle. Epicuticle is a type of cuticle. The epicuticle is a complex containing several layers that are produced by both the epidermis cell and dermal gland. It is very thin outermost layer and varies in thickness about 0.03 to 0.4 micron. It is composed of 3 or 4 layers: outer cement layer, second wax layer, third polyphenol layer, and inner one cuticulum. The polyphenol layer is reported only in some insects. The first is cement layer. It is secreted by the dermal gland or so-called Wirson's gland in Lepidoptera. It is composed of lipoprotein complex resembling the natural product shellac secreted by the lac insect. It is also contain the carbohydrate like a lactose. It functions as a varnish and provides protective external surface to the integument. It absorbs the mobile lipids that are used for the sealing over the surface abrasions in order to prevent water loss from the body. It serves as a reservoir for lipid too. The second is wax layer. It is prominent layer about 0.25 micron thick containing partially oriented wax molecule. It is composed of hydrocarbons, acids, esters, cholesterol, polymers. It does not contain alcohols unlike that of plant waxes. It simply consists of long chain hydrocarbons and esters of both fatty acids and alcohols. It is the monolayer either in solid or liquid phase, and hydrophilic group of molecules are absorbed on the cuticulin layer. It serves as a waterproof layer of the integument, as water molecule cannot pass through closely packed wax molecules. Third is polyphenol layer. This layer is described in the blood-sucking bug and appears often in the liquid state as a non-static layer containing various types of polyhydric phenols like homocatechol, protocatechol, dopacatechol, hydroquinone, etc. The polyphenols are transported from the epidermal cells through the pore canals and accumulate on outer surface of the cuticulin layer. In some insects, in split of forming an independent layer, polyphenols are used to impregnate the cuticulin. At the time of sclerotization, these polyphenols are oxidized to quinones in presence of the enzymes. The phenol oxidase and then the quinones tan first. The proteins of cuticulin layer and latter protein of outer procuticle to produce the exocuticle. Fourth one is the cuticulin layer. It is a refractile amber color layer consisting of a lipoprotein. The cuticulin, it is the highly resistant to the mineral acids and most of the organic solvent. It serves as a permeability and growth barrier and determines the surface properties of the integument. Then next is procuticle. The procuticle is secreted by the epidermal cells and consists largely of chitin and protein. It is lamellar or stratified structure, differentiated as an outer exocuticle and inner endocuticle. The exocuticle is darkly pigmented, hard. Then exocuticle is a protein become heavily cross-linked and insoluble, are not broken down during the molting cycle, pigments deposited within it. Then endocuticle. Endocutical synthesis continues after the old cuticle is shed, often in daily layers. Cross-linking is reduced, then completely broken down during molting processes. The next point is the lamellar organization. The chitin microfibrils, which lie parallel to each other, often from a group of layers about 20 to 250 microfibrils. The orientation of the microfibrils differs from one lamella to the other, and hence it becomes easy to recognize and count them in the sections. Observation is that the lamellar cuticle is produced in the night, while non-lamellar in the day. All microfibrils follow one and in the same direction. The fully formed cuticle is thus composed of alternate lamellate and non-lamellate region. Due to the lamellar architect, the endocuticle becomes much elastic and provide flexibility and stretching properties to the integument. Then the point is pore canals. The pore canals run throughout the thickness of the cuticle in perpendicular direction after the chitin microfibrils. The pore canals are very fine structure measuring about 0.15 to 1 micron in diameter. The pore canals perform the function of transport of various cuticular substances from the epidermal cells into the upper surface of the procuticle to facilitate its growth and sclerotization. Then next point is chitin protein microfibrils. The chitinous cuticle is composed of two types of molecules, the chitin and the protein chains, which are often closely associated with the one another. Then what is chitin? Chitin is a nitrogenous polysaccharide. It is made up of long chains of acetylate glucosamine residues, means N-acetyl glucosamine. The adjacent chitin chains are held together by beta glucosidic linkage, particularly the hydrogen bonds to form the microfibrils. The neighboring chains always run in opposite direction. The chitin microfibrils are embedded in the proteinaceous cement, particularly in the region of exocuticle. Then biosynthesis of chitin. Chitin is synthesized by the insect epidermis. The active chitin monomers are secreted into the extracellular apolytis spaces. The chitin synthesis takes place via a metabolic pathway of 8 or more steps, converting hemolymph trehalose into chitin. Firstly, trehalose converted into glucose. Then glucose converted into glucose 6-phosphate. Glucose 6-phosphate is converted into fructose 6-phosphate. Then it is also converted into glucosamine 6-phosphate and converted into N-acetyl glucosamine 6-phosphate, then N-acetyl glucosamine 1-phosphate, then uridine diphosphate N-acetyl glucosamine. Finally, the urine diphosphate N-acetyl glucosamine is converted into chitin. This is the pathway or metabolic pathway to convert the trehalose to the chitin. The next important topic is chitinous cuticle. The chitinous cuticle are the microfibrils are ranging from 25 to 30 in diameter. Then it is present in cuticle in crystalline form. Each crystalline consists of 16 to 21 chains forming 3 sheets, each containing 6 or 7 chains. It consisting 3 polymorphs, that is alpha, beta and gamma chitin. All 3 polymorphs occurs in insect as microfibrils. First, we will see alpha chitin. Alpha chitin, it is common one. It consists of a ortho unit cell in the crystallographic. The unit cell is composed of disaccharide section of 2 anti-parallel chains bounded in 2 ways. Molecular hydrogen bond between the successive chains forms an intramolecular hydrogen bond with the carbonyl group of the next residue. The exoskeleton is excessively consisting of the alpha chitin fibrils. Then the second chitin is beta chitin. It is rarely found in insect cuticle, mostly in cocoon of some beetle. It consists of a monoclinic unit cell. Then the third one is gamma chitin. It is found in cocoons of some beetles and peritropic membrane of some insect. Then the next point is protein. There are 3 proteins. First protein is arthropodin. Arthropodin is a mixture of various proteins and is devoid of sulfur containing amino acid. It resembles sericin or silk gelatin in its general properties. It is water soluble. It constitutes primarily the pro and endocuticle, representing the untanned protein. The second protein is resilin. Resilin is a rubber-like protein that occurs and evident as a colorless elastic cuticular ligament, such as the wing-hinge ligaments. It can stretch under in the cuticle containing resilin. The pore canals are entirely lacking. It can stretch under tension and can return to its normal form as soon as the tension is over. The third protein is sclerotin. Sclerotin is also known as tan protein. It is brown or umber in color and occur in the exocuticle. In fact, it is tan arthropodin produced due to the action of quinone with the N-terminal amino group of arthropodin molecule, and finally the quinoid protein link onto the another protein molecule by the cross linkage. Then the 2 points, that is lime and the pigments. Lime means in some aquatic insect, lime or calcium carbonate is deposited and may form a major constituent of the exocuticle, particularly in the dipteran larvae or puparia. Then the last is pigments. The pigments in the insect exocuticle possesses various types of pigments such as melanin, carotenoids and the pterins, producing coloration in the wing scales and the butterflies. In most of the carabid beetles. The entire epicuticle is covered with the thick layer of secretory material of the dermal glands and provides brilliant pigmentation. This is the cuticular modification. In the cuticular modification, the first topic is macrotrachea. Macrotrachea are the hollow hairy exocuticular processes. They are of great taxonomic importance as their distribution differs from species to species. They are firstly clothing hairs, then glandular hairs and sensory hairs and the wing scales. Then microtrachea. Microtrachea are the fine sensory hairs without having the basal articulation. They are confined to the wings in some Mecopteran and Dipteran flies. Then the spines. Spines can be seen as the cuticular processes in some insect. This structure represents the highly modified cuticular processes and are of epidermal multicellular origin. Then apoderms and apophyses. And cuticular membrane. Cuticular in some regions of the integument, the exocuticle is discontinuous due to the lack of tanning, and thus such part of cuticle remains membranous. These membranous are flexible and perform the intrinsic and extrinsic articulation according to their location. Then the last point is echidicial lines. Similarly, in case of the larvae at various regions as a head and thorax, the exocuticle is absent, forming the echidicial lines due to absence of exocuticle. The echidicial lines become very weak along which the cuticle of splits at the time of echidiosis. Due to this reason, the echidicial lines are also called as the lines of weakness. The remaining part of this chapter we will discuss in next video. Subscribe and like my video and press the bell icon for new video notification.